11 months ago, I bought this 1968 Mustang a little over 100 miles away from my house. And I had one of the sketchiest drives back that I think I've ever had, which is saying a lot for me. The engine barely ran, the brakes barely worked, the steering was absolutely terrible, but we got that all sorted out, and I'm happy to say, at least for now, the Mustang project is finally done. And you can drive it. I'll explain that in a little bit, but for now, let's go over all the stuff we did. So when I bought this car, it had the original inline-six engine with a one-barrel carburetor. And because these Ford inline-six engines are supposed to be bulletproof, I was pretty dead set on bringing that old thing back to life. And I threw everything I had at it. I replaced the carburetor with a fuel injection system. I replaced the cylinder head. I put back on the old cylinder head. But no matter what I did, it never seemed to run right. Around this time, I went ahead and fixed the braking problem by replacing the manual non-power drum brakes with power disc brakes. After a failed compression test, it was pretty obvious that the bulletproof six-cylinder had driven its final drive. So I decided on an engine swap, and I went out and I bought myself a 1996 Ford Explorer. This turned out to be a perfect donor car. That wasn't so bad. Not only did the 5-liter V8 fit nicely without too much modification, along with it I got the 4-speed automatic transmission with overdrive and that glorious 8.8 rear end with limited slip and rear disc brakes. After a somewhat sketchy disposal of the stripped-out Explorer body, I started on some wiring hackery and finally got the 5.0 started up. And next up was the suspension and steering. I got that Ford Explorer rear axle cut up and installed in the Mustang with some modification, and got the front end sorted out with a full rebuild and a Borgeson quick ratio power steering box. And that pretty much brings us up to speed. Now here's where you come in. You can drive this Mustang. I'll explain. I've got a pretty ambitious idea for my next build and my next build. Actually, I want to build a lot of cars and I definitely need support. And I really don't want to have to do like awkward ad sponsors in the middle of my videos. I think the world has enough advertisements as it is. So instead, I had an idea. I'm gonna offer this Mustang for rent. If you're in the Los Angeles, like Southern California area, go ahead and visit noboltsleftbehind.com for some more information on how you can rent it and how you can support the channel. This will be for a limited time. I'm actually not sure how long for, but one thing I can say for sure is that 100% of the proceeds are gonna go towards future builds on the channel. If you're not in the Southern California area and you still wanna support the channel, I've got merch. I got t-shirts, this bad boy right here. I got stickers. So also visit noboltsleftbehind.com and you can cop yourself one of these bad boys. But honestly, you guys just following along, subscribing, all of the helpful comments, it's awesome. I appreciate you guys. And if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll see you on the next build.